Gotta press start streaming. Usually helps. Oh, I think we're good. Are we going? Are we live? I think we're live. Oh yeah, we're going. Alright. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. Doing a live stream again. It's been a while, so take it easy on me. I don't really have a plan for today, other than, well, I guess I kind of do have a plan. Basically, we're not going to do anything specific. You guys can make suggestions in the chat, and I'm going to scroll the TikTok timeline and see what comes across. It's probably going to be a lot of creepy stuff, because that's pretty much the only thing I look at on TikTok anyway. But you guys can make suggestions in the chat if you have anything specific you want to watch, or about anything. It doesn't have to be creepy or conspiracy theories, but it can be. So other than that, if I get bored with the timeline, I have a random word generator, and we're going to use that and see what the universe has for us. So without further ado, unless anybody has any suggestions in the chat, I'm going to jump to the timeline. We're going to get right to it. Hopefully everything's set up okay. Also, yeah, this is the first time I've done a live stream in a really long time. If there's any issues with like my audio or the audio of the TikToks or just anything, let me know in the chat. You guys know how this works. This is some LA stuff. I don't even know what this is, but why not? This guy, it's just a tow truck guy. Oh my god, this is so long. Is anything? Okay, this is a tow truck. I don't think we want to watch this guy change a tire, do we? Come on. I'm bored already. Man. Is Planet Fitness even real? Hey, he almost had that. Oh, what is that? Now what you gonna do? I think you got it. Good job, bro. What's up, Summer? Welcome to the chat. Appreciate it. What is up with the weird... What is... Oh, wait. With the... Pause. What is up with the weird chat message? What does it say? I'm not sure. That's weird. I don't know. I didn't do anything to put anything in the chat, but... School prank we did to our rival school. Oh my god, what a dick. Oh, dude, I thought he was gonna throw it at her. That was good. What was... Oh my god. I told my brother I'd give him $50 if he fell at his graduation. That was good. Doing too much. How fast we leave in school, teacher. Oh. I was about to go. Whoa, rude. Got her. Dang. Gotta love a teacher giving it back to a kid like that. What's up, Debbie? Thanks for being here. Summer, it says that only subscribers from Oh, yeah. Oh, I hope it's not membership mode. I did put that on just to make sure it's like subscribers that are in the chat. But it should just be for subscribers, for like just regular subscribers. I don't think I even have memberships on. They shouldn't be on this on YouTube. They are on Patreon, obviously. But what's up, Loyalty Warrior? Thank you for being here. And Bumble Queen, what's up? Thank you for being here. So yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the beginning, but basically just doing like, you guys can drop suggestions in the chat, or I'm just gonna scroll the timeline, and in I don't know, probably 10 minutes or so, I'll jump over to the random word generator. I was using it earlier. It got some kind of interesting things, so we'll see what happens. Oh my god. And also, I should say, fair warning. The only thing I use TikTok for is like creepy stuff for the channel and conspiracy theories, or like the weirdest stuff imaginable. So that's probably what we're in for today. Typical Wicked interview. I can't take any more of it. Oh my god, their crying is driving me crazy. We all know what's. I don't know. I don't even want to talk about those girls, man. I just hope they are healthy and living their best lives. You know, I did forget earlier. This reminded me of. I don't remember which one it was. One of these doesn't matter. Can I mute? Yeah, there we go. One of these reminded me. There was this time this kid. I was just telling this story the other week. Sort of reminded me of. But there was this time in high school. There was this kid running around trying. I think he was trying to impress the girls, but he was like bending over and kicking him, like bringing his foot up to kick himself in the forehead. And he was like, "Look, I can kick myself in the forehead." And like everybody was like, "What an idiot!" But then he came around to do it around me, and I was like, "Oh yeah, but you can't knee yourself in the forehead." And then he just like fully went for it and knee. And I kind of feel bad because I think he might have given himself a minor concussion. But it always I always wonder where that kid's at now. All right, anyway, we're not gonna watch that again. What does it say? High-ranking Target employee. Just take this in a little bit. High-ranking Target employee steals thousands in cash before massive surprise. You can't steal from your job, people. They're gonna get you. How long is this? Sped it up a little bit. That's crazy. No. Bro, how stupid can you be? Okay, can I? Oh, this is just part one. I don't care about all this part. I want to see her get caught. Hold on. I'm gonna find it. Don't worry. This is all. Man, they better have part two posted. I'm gonna be so mad. Okay, good. Let me fix that. Bro. How do you think you're gonna get away with this? Oh, that poor guy. Oh, I thought it was her husband. It's his office. Never mind. Jeez. $26,000, bro. It's not slipping a 20 into your pocket so you can buy lunch. Is this the guy whose office it was? That'd be funny. I want to see his reaction. Can you guys... Oh, no, you can't hear? Hold on. Oh, no, it says audio's coming through. You should be able to hear. Is it quiet? Can you hear it now? Sorry, I see it's off. Well, let me know. It's showing that audio is coming through. Hold on. Maybe I'll just... Hold on, I'll pause it. We'll figure this out. We can hear you, Johnny. It was a Meat Canyon anime of Wicked. I think it was Meat Canyon, yeah. Yeah, he's very funny. Hold on, let me... This is why we boycott these companies. No, there's no audio. Okay, yeah, we'll fix that right now. Let me just add a new audio source here. Because on my side, it's showing that the audio is coming through. So let me mute that one. Let me just add a new audio. Hold on. Make this for... Nope, it's not what I wanted. Mac OS audio capture. Yeah, just give me just a second. I'm gonna fix it right now. Desktop application, TikTok. All right, is it coming through now? And what's up, Jack Allen? Thank you guys for letting me know, by the way. My YouTube memos. And thank you for being here. Is the audio coming through now? Man, are they? They're not gonna get. Oh my god, I don't think they had a. I'm gonna be so mad. Who is this police captain? Oh no. Okay, good. They have a part 3. I would have just went straight to this. All right. Before we get into it, still no audio. What if I switch to this one? How about now? Anything? Because we could totally just do this. Still nothing on this one, huh? Nope. Alright, let me go and pause it real quick so we don't get too far into it. Okay, let me try one.
But she's pretty smart, so I could see that this would happen every so often when like bills were tight or whatever. Because if it's a while,
yeah, but I think it like flags on a report. That's how it
probably.
You know, so
maybe she's been testing it like in small increments.
Yeah,
she didn't. I watched every video. Like spent 2 hours just in that email, but
Yeah, so
what happens now?
How about now?
She took
She might be bummed.
She took $31,000.
Yay! All right, we got it. All right, I don't. Now it shows I have like 4 different audio tracks playing, but hey, at least you guys got sound. Okay, so since you guys didn't hear anything, basically all that's happened is they've been giving the police the rundown on how this woman has been stealing thousands of dollars. They said 26,000. The cop just now said, and I'll go back a little bit on this video, but the cop said that it was 31,000. And the other lady had explained how her job is to count the money in the safe and then put it into the bags for the bags to be picked up. And she was not to have any money on her at all. But they've got her on video stealing like up to 31,000 apparently. All right, so we'll play.
So they come in front. She took
She might be bummed.
She took $31,000.
try something new. Nice, exciting.
I'm not about front door.
And if you, in case you can't tell, also this is at a Target. This isn't at, you know.
Once we get her hooked up, if you want to walk ahead and go grab your car. We can't enter the front door. I'm on. Yep. I'm saying make an example.
I don't give a shit who's in the office right now then.
I'm saying make an example.
This person must suck. Because they're all so happy to see this happen. Two trees on a hillside. Thank you for being here. Hi, Patty. Thank you for being here. Alright, glad we got the audio fixed. Just in time. Oh no, it's this lady.
You got any comments gonna stick me?
No.
Turn around, please.
Turn around for me, please. It's on.
You can't believe this is happening? You did it!
Search and let me know, okay?
Signal 55.
Is that too tight?
I don't know.
Let's see. Hi, Nicole. Thanks for being here. The people you least expect. Yeah, no kidding. She thought she'd get away with it. I'm just a nice little old lady. Never be me.
Nothing else gonna stick me, fucking cut me, hurt me.
Whatever.
Oh, we get the front angle
You
too.
got any comments gonna stick me?
No.
Turn around for me.
Turn around, please.
Turn around for me, please. This on.
We got both angles, bro. This is the best cop video ever.
It will be alright. If the search, you let me know, okay?
It's number 501. Whiskey Foxtrot, signal 55.
Is that too tight?
Man, that's crazy.
Whiskey Foxtrot,
I'm tight for
signal
me.
55.
Hey, give me the one set.
I'm sorry, that's not funny, but they needed 2 sets.
You got nothing that's gonna stick me, cut me, hurt me? Alright.
Just about 10,000 in cash, sir. She said, can we go out this side door, please? Yeah, I bet you want to go out the side door. Oh my gosh. It shouldn't be that funny. It's the worst day of that person's life. But she brought it on herself, you know? Like, don't steal $31,000 from a corporation with massive law teams. I don't know. They have entire, like, loss prevention teams. Like, why would you... oh my God. You're in a room where you're supposed to be counting money. You know you're on camera. What are you... Oh, some people, dude. And that's not a small amount. Like, oh man, she's gonna go to jail for a while. Alright. That was fun. See, sometimes other stuff can be fun. Let's go back to the timeline. See what else happens.
That's why they don't arrest them.
Nope, not doing that. Oh, here, I can fix this. Sorry, I just realized it looks like that. You're not missing anything, don't worry. Some AI slop. Just leave it like that, I guess. Ooh, so creepy. It looks like the worm from Beetlejuice.
He chose to get paid.
It's more, dude. Why?
Get ready with me, except.
Never climb, man.
Get ready.
Not
with
gonna
me,
watch this, but I want
except
to pause it real quick. What the fuck is happening?
I'm going to let my boyfriend edit
I wanna
this
pause.
video. I'm using the CeraVe.
Yeah, it's really long.
Never
I
climb,
don't.
man. Never climb, man.
There it goes. Jeez, I couldn't pause it. It's freaking me out. I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah. I won't. Don't worry. I won't be watching any Elon Musk or Joe Rogan. Or I probably will just anything political. We'll just skip on past it. Don't worry. I was gonna say I don't know why Elon Musk pops up so much in my algorithms on seems like every social media app, but I'm not a huge fan of it. And it's what you watch. No, it's not. I don't watch anything Elon Musk. I can't. No. But anyway.
Oh, no,
This
it's
is why
on.
you never
It's
touch
on.
an AM tower.
Yeah, this right here is exactly why you don't go climbing random AM towers, even if you think they've been abandoned, because it could kill you. This video shows a guy that I believe to be an urban explorer walking up to an AM tower, and it appears as though he has the intention of climbing it. He then touches the tower with a stick that has a hot dog on the end of it, and we hear an electrical current that kind of sounds like a voice.
Jeez.
If you guys have heard of AM radio, these towers are exactly how you guys get that signal, and the entire tower here is actually the antenna, meaning that it has electricity coursing through it. But even if the electricity itself doesn't get you, these towers also can cause RF burns, which stands for radio frequency burns, which often causes intense, deep, and penetrative tissue damage. And even if you test a tower that you think has been abandoned and the hot dog doesn't do anything, it might just be off for maintenance and they might turn it on while you're climbing it, so just don't mess around with it. And if you are still going to mess around with one of these towers, at least now you know the risks.
Never climbed it.
Oh, God. You would think you could just go climb towers, you know, but nope. Now you know. Summer, yeah, exactly. Summer. See, I knew you guys would pick up on it. That's why I didn't even feel the need to say it. Summer says, no, I'm just kidding. I say this too. But the platforms do push his content. It's bullshit. I don't, you know. Peter Thiel is the Antichrist. We'll leave it at that. Can we expect more live streams for my favorite Universal Studios one? If I ever go to Universal Studios again, then for sure I'll try to make that happen. I don't know if I will anytime in the near future because it's expensive and I don't work there anymore. But yeah, I would love to. I mean, I'd like to, I mean, that would be ultimately one thing I would really like to do with probably this channel or potentially my Gemini Jonny's other stuff, link in the description, go check it out. Nothing's posted over there yet, but it will be. But what I would like to do with both of these channels is travel to places that have creepy things or haunted places and check them out myself. So, you know, I don't have a real strong or a real hard and tight plan for that, but that is kind of like ultimate long-term goals for one of the things I want to do with this channel. So but things like Universal Studios, going to Disneyland, those things, you know, obviously I live in LA and those are much more accessible than traveling places, so for sure I'd love to do that. Yeah, Universal was fun. I also, like, my battery died so quick because live streaming, and I don't have a, like, you know, I'm not one of these streamers making $10,000 a day every time they go live stream. So they have the whole, like, $35,000 live stream set up on the backpack that they can carry around with them. I have my phone and a backup battery. So my phone died so quick, and then I didn't have my phone all day at Universal, which was fine. But yeah, that's why that live stream was only like an hour long. Otherwise, I wanted it to last all day. But yeah, summer for sure. I mean, like, I kind of avoided, like I said, like, I did every time I do kind of a poll with you guys about, like, doing political stuff, I get some, you know, some support, but a lot of pushback on, like, no, don't just stay away from political stuff. So I try not to dip too far into it. Especially, like, when all the Charlie Kirk stuff was happening, like, there was a prime opportunity to get lots of views and probably make some pretty decent money with YouTube, but I just stayed away from it because I have lots of opinions, and all of that felt super occult, like especially the memorial and the shooter they found 33 hours later, and like, oh dude, don't even get me started. Actually, there's a guy, whatever, there's a YouTuber on here that I like his stuff, and he's one of the guys I watch. His name's Valhalla VFT, which generally I would stay away from a channel named that just because of the connotations, but he seems like, you know, even though I don't really agree with him a lot politically, he seems like he shoots it pretty straight. And he's a guy that I've kind of kept an eye on because he was like a MAGA supporter back in the day, kind of, but he was also calling them on a lot of their crap. And so I like respected him a little bit. And then since the Epstein file stuff, he's completely 180'd and like doesn't support them at all anymore and calls them on even more of their crap. So he's somebody you could check out. He did a lot of really good stuff around Charlie Kirk, and he did like ballistics tests, and like he's a former Green Beret. So he like knows what he's talking about when it comes to that kind of stuff. But, you know, he put out a really good story and like timeline of why we didn't get the official story. But yeah, all that seemed super occult to me, just as somebody who's like kind of studied that stuff a lot. There was a lot of stuff that they were plugging into his memorial and in the aftermath of his death that if it wasn't an occult ritual, the exact words I said to multiple people was, if it wasn't an occult ritual, the people involved were trying to make it seem like an occult ritual. I'll leave it at that. Anyway, let's get back to the timeline. If Friday was Paisas, Viernes.
Ya valió verga, ahí viene el chiquilín.
Güey, apúrate por la puerta, güey, clava todo de volada, güey, ese pinche pocho gandaya ahorita no va a querer bajar todo a la verga.
Oh, it's so loud. Hold on, my bad. Sorry for blowing up. That's probably better. Sorry.
What's up, Pumo? What you got on my caguama, homie?
Nada.
Don't lie.
Que no traigo nada, güey.
What about you, fool?
Más quebrado que este
No
pendejo.
Nintendo. English, mother.
This is just an average day in Los Angeles. jokes. But I think that's kind of what the
forget
movie
you then,
was in the first
puto.
place. This is sorry, I haven't been saying people's TikToks.
Sergio.
This is Angel Valley King Barber. If you guys want to see the rest of that, you can go check it out. I'm not gonna watch the rest of that. It's just a Friday remake.
Fudging titles.
If you want to put your actual title and then in like parentheses a similar title to the job itself, you can do that. What I want to shy away from is
Yeah, we're skipping that. I know that's boring.
Abandoned
Psychopoly.
Places iceberg. On the top of this list, we got Chernobyl. So the Chernobyl exclusion zone is this area in Ukraine where back during the Soviet Union in 1986,
This is
they had
Psychopoly
this nuclear
on
power
TikTok.
plant
He's good. We've seen
where
his stuff
they
before.
cut a ton of corners in terms of safety, and the power plant, because of this, melted down and put off tons of radiation. And there was a town nearby called Pripyat that housed a population of 50,000 people, and it included things like workers, families, and they had schools and hospitals and even an amusement park there. And all 50,000 of the residents were forced to evacuate in 36 hours. So still today, you can see things like children's toys that were abandoned, families left in the middle of meals. There's even a Ferris wheel that was left there mid-construction. Today, the 1,000 square mile exclusion zone remains largely off limits, but they're now saying that most of the zone can be lived in again within the next 100 to 300 years. But the reactor site where it melted down will take 20,000 years to be safe. Battleship Island. So this is...
Oh no, I wasn't done with that. Alright, we're gonna watch a little bit more of that. We won't watch this whole thing, but
it began as a coal mining.
he's Psychopoly. I wanted to stop on. Yeah, there we go.
To be safe. Battleship.
Still missed it. Oh well. Pause.
Island located off the coast of Nagasaki. Dude. It began as a coal mining outpost that was built by Mitsubishi Corporation.
Alright, we're just gonna mute it and let it play, I guess. Yeah, he's Psychopoly, spelled like psychology but with a P. So you can go check his stuff out. I'll let that play a little bit so we can watch the creepy stuff while it catches up. But yeah, go check his stuff out if you want to watch the rest of that video. But my YouTube, I get that right? Oh, I was saying demos earlier. I think my YouTube memos. It's a crazy world out there, and this channel's been a lifesaver when I just want to be myself and stay informed. Thanks, man. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that, and I appreciate you watching. Yeah, I mean that's same here. Like I just want to live life and be informed about the craziness that's going on, and I think getting people together that are kind of have that same kind of mindset like I do with this channel and the in the chat and in the comments and stuff. I think that's the way forward. I think we're much better together than we are individually, if that like to be cliche for a second. But the hive mind of our collective thoughts, and like there's been plenty of times that I've seen a topic or done a video or watched a video or whatever, and then somebody in the chat said something that spurred me to like research it in a whole new direction. So I appreciate you guys, so thank you for watching and thank you for all your thoughts and comments. So Summer said, whoa, I never thought of that. Whoa, I never thought of that, but yeah, that does make sense considering they are a death cult. Facts. I love this guy. Oh yeah, Psychopoly, he's great. 1986 was a crazy year for the globe. Facts. It was a crazy book, and it seems like it's coming true, if not the worst of it. Let's watch a little bit more of his.
Place, because why would you want to live in a place that is just covered in smoke all the time? And the town was officially condemned in 1992. This road, Route 61, that was near this town kept cracking from the heat of the burning underneath the ground, so it was also abandoned. And it became really famous, and it was known as the Graffiti Highway. But in 2023 they buried it to keep people from going there and graffitiing it. Varosha. So Varosha was this beautiful beachfront area.
Why can't I pause? There we go. Well, we're definitely gonna watch this. This is Mammy 8. One more time. The last guy was Psychopoly. It's like psychology. It's spelled with a P instead of a G. This one's Mammy MAMMY 872. She says, "My husband before getting hit by a car." So can't wait to see what this is gonna be all about. Oh my God, is it gonna be sad, dude?
I
thought it was gonna be a joke. Oh. Okay.
Like for part 2.
Okay. She said I haven't done it yet. Alright, that's funny. Mammy 872. Dang, she got 3.8 million likes. I hope she didn't murder her husband with her car.
Let me just kind of go through this.
Yeah.
Hey, so look, I'm gonna teach y'all a thing or two, right? Whenever you come to Walmart and you got just a little bit of stuff, not a lot of stuff, this is what you do. You go in here, you walk this motherfucker. You don't worry about her, them, him, or them.
Don't do this.
All you worry about, basically,
you're gonna end up like that Target lady at the last one.
Push it through. Y'all be worried about security and shit. Look, it goes 1, 2, 3. You just keep it pushing. That's the way. All you gotta do is look. I don't know where the hell is he going. Why you running? All you gotta do is fill in the basket and walk out, and hopefully they hit you. That
Hold on.
Why you running?
Oh, it's a Burlington. I thought it was a Target right across the street. It's a Burlington coat factory. I was like, why do they put a Target right next to a Walmart? Don't do this. The channel Gemini Jonny does not condone this. We do not support this in any way, shape, or form. I think I have to say all that for the YouTube terms and conditions. But hey, live your life. Oops.
Okay, so I'm gonna make an argument. Okay, I'm going to explain to you.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Okay. So
I want to see how 3 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
So
we'll speed it up. We'll see what he has to say.
Argument. Okay. I'm going to explain to you that the Bible, what it says, isn't really accurate. All right. I'm going to reconstruct the historical Jesus. I'm going to tell you, based on my reading of the history of the Bible, what he really believed. Okay. And just to be clear, I'm not a scholar. I really haven't studied the Bible that much. Okay. All I've done is a lot of independent research. So take my word. We're going to solve. Okay. And feel free to challenge me or question my argument at any time. Just raise your hand. All right. So
what's up, Bob?
Before I talk about Jesus, I want to talk about the historical circumstance of Jerusalem and Judea at this time. Okay. So let's do a brief summary of what we learned so far. We've learned that King David was the founder of the religion. Okay, one of the main founders of the religion.
Oh my gosh.
And at this time in history, in about 1000 BCE, this is really the height and peak of the state of Israel. And they're very confident, very open, very generous. Okay. But after David dies, his son Solomon is not able to keep the kingdom together. Okay. And it's split into two: the Northern Kingdom and Judah. Over time, because Israel is in such a strategic location, right? The Levant is the center of the world. Both of these places will be conquered by foreigners. The Northern Kingdom will become conquered by the Assyrians. Judah will be conquered by the Babylonians. And the elite are sent off into exile in Babylon, where they basically develop the religion of Judaism of its modern form, okay? The Persians return the Jews back to Judea, Israel, and there they write the Bible, okay? And this is coming up 444. But then the Persians are conquered by the Greeks, by Alexander the Great in 301. And now Ptolemy, the Greek general, is in charge of the area. And Ptolemy is in charge of Egypt. And Egypt is very wealthy.
I hope he gets to his point. There's not very much of the video left. I don't want to watch part 2 because I'm bored.
So what he does is basically say to the Jewish elite, the priests, hey, your religion is really interesting. When are you guys going to Alexandria, the capital of Egypt, and translate your Hebrew Bible into the Greek wealthy?
Oh my God,
and
part 1 was right there this whole time.
In about 1000 BCE. This is really the height
this guy,
and peak
well, actually,
of the state
somebody
of
said they know who, oh, wait,
okay.
Go back.
So,
it still won't pause, dude. Oh my God. All right, I'll go back to it. But, because it was just a random account reposting that guy's stuff. Somebody in the, hey, yeah, I think I said, but hey, Bob, thanks for being here, brother. Brother from another universe. Oh, it was a face, oh no, I didn't get it. I haven't seen. I saw that as a kid at the drive-in, and then I've never watched it again. My predictions. My YouTube memos asked, "What are my predictions for the next 10 years?" Dude, who knows? I mean, I think we're gonna have some really big advances in quantum computing, and I think it's gonna change everything. I think China is going to be the lead of that, and I think China is going to be the dominant superpower probably very soon, if not already. I think Saudi Arabia is going to make a large push they are already making a large push to be one of the next superpowers by trying to control the media and entertainment venues. And that's, those are the 9/11 guys. More recently, those are the Jamal Khashoggi guys. China's, aren't they like genociding the Uyghurs in their country? Like, maybe we don't want these people, not that America's got their hands clean, but maybe we don't want these people to be the next superpowers. But it doesn't seem like America's putting up much of a fight. So I don't know how to change that. But it doesn't look good. Let's say that for America at least. The whole aliens in 2027 thing, that is interesting. I don't put a lot of stock into it just because it seems like every time somebody puts a date on something, that never comes true. I don't know. We had, just in my lifetime, we've had Y2K, we had 2012. Wasn't there something in 2016? Like, 2020 was supposed to be one. Like, it seems like every other year at this point they're saying it's going to be Jesus' return. Yeah, just this year there was a rapture date that everybody was talking about earlier this year. So, you know, I don't necessarily look, if you're coming at it from a Christian angle, the Bible says no man shall know the truth or the hour. I don't necessarily like come from that angle, but if that's what you do, then if you're a Christian, then you shouldn't believe in any of the predictions, right? Yeah, so I don't know, it's hard to say. Obviously there's a lot of things that can change, and there's a lot of like variables and things, and I hope for a better future, and I look out and I strive for a better future, particularly for us. I mean, for everyone obviously, but you know, like right now it's looking like America's headed in a pretty bad direction, and it seems like they're trying to they as in like the powerful conglomerations of people, families, and companies in this country are trying to take America for every dollar they can before it finally collapses. That's what I think is happening. I hope that somebody in an opposition, whether politically or otherwise, will finally take a stand and do something about it, but kind of seems like the current opposition party and the Democrats are lying over and taking it and saying, "Thank you, sir, may I have another?" So I don't really know what we're supposed to do. Sorry, that's not very optimistic or fun, but like, maybe one of my predictions for the next 10 years, it's not looking good, you know? Anyway, what's up, Snowy? Thanks for being here. Oh, you're a god too. He said he is a history professor in China. He is boring. I want to check out more of his stuff. It's just not good for like a reaction video. It seems interesting in a sense. It's very boring. Do you know what his name is by any chance? Because that was just like a random account that posted him, and they didn't really. I don't think they posted any of his information. Okay. It says, Professor Jiang.
Argument. Okay, I'm going to explain to you
Jiang.
that
I'm gonna go down here. Can I? Yeah. Professor Jiang. That's what they said his name was. So if anybody wants to go check him out, I'm sure he's got a ton of videos on TikTok. Did anyone see Astro Alexa try to debunk this professor? I don't know what to think anymore. I don't know, but I think I know who that is. I think I've subscribed to her on YouTube. She does all the like outer space content and like space company content. That's who I'm thinking of. I think I like her stuff, generally speaking. I guess I could just Google her. Astro Alexa. Oh, well, this is coming up with like a little robot. Did I get that right? Astro Alexa, is that what you said? I don't know. I'll have to check it out and go find her stuff. I literally just landed here a week ago. Nice. Welcome back, Bob. Happy to have you. You're a little early. We heard it was 2027, so, you know. Why do you think they work so hard to get Dump elected? Who helped them with the towers? I think a certain country that is genociding people in the Middle East right now is probably had a hand to do with the towers. You know, who knows for sure. I'm not going to be the one to spill the beans on that, but there's a handful of documentaries that kind of point to that direction, and some other people that have done some pretty good investigative work. Why do they help get Dump elected? Well, as you can see, they're not MAGA anymore. They're MIGA, right? They're doing everything that BB wants. And truthfully, what I think it all comes down to is blackmail. I think those Epstein files have some stuff that even me, as somebody who like is already, you know, I don't want to say I'm depraved, especially compared to like those disgusting people, but like, you know, I'm a dark humor. Like I find, you know, that kind of like messed up things kind of funny. You know, I sit and look at ghost videos all day for fun. So like, you know, I'm into the dark and the macabre. Like I think I said the macabre is my interest on my description of this channel. So even with that, I think the things that are in those files about Trump will shock even me. Like I think it's probably the most horrid things you could even imagine, because you have to think about who these people are, right? Like there's an old saying, and I had it as my Twitter header for a long time, but it's if the punishment for a crime is a fine, then that crime only exists for the lower class. Because if you can pay your way out of the fine, then that's not a real crime. You can just pay your way to be able to do that thing. Whereas a poor person, the lower class, they can't pay their way through that fine, and so it is an actual. They have to go to prison, and they have to, you know, pay off their debt or whatever. And so you have to imagine these people, like they say, the rich people, the elite, operate on a different set of rules. They operate in a different game, and that's absolutely true. They operate above the law. So you got to think this is a person who has operated above the law and been raised that way his entire life. Like since infanthood, he's been had a silver spoon in his mouth and an extra one in his back pocket just in case. And somebody like that, as they come into adulthood, has been handed anything and everything they've ever wanted, is going to continue to have anything and everything they want. And what does a 17, 18, 19, 20 to 20, 30-year-old young man want? Well, I think we all know that, right? So if you can have any of that all the time at your disposal, this is a man who, owned a beauty pageant that bragged openly about walking in on dressing rooms of 11, 12, or maybe not 11 and 12, but like 14 and 15-year-olds and how they were naked around him and he could just do what he wanted. Look, I think there's some pretty messed up stuff in those files, and I don't think we'll ever see the extent of what's actually in all of them, but so to answer your question, I'm going to give an anecdote, and because this is a story I heard firsthand from a person who was an assistant in the offices of WME, which you can go back and check. WME used to represent Trump back when he was just the apprentice guy, and he had poor ratings, and they were about to cancel his show. And this person was at work one day when Trump and his team of lawyers came in to meet with WME and all their heads at the office and come up with a plan of how they were going to fix his image and how they were going to fix his ratings. And they pitched the idea of running for president. This was 2014. And I might have told this story before. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but they pitched the idea, oh, that's crazy. He would never win. Of course he would never win, but he'll come out of it with, more people supporting him because of his political opinions, blah, blah, blah. And now I can't tell you, I have no idea the details of that meeting and whether they said he should run as a Democrat or Republican or whatever, but I can tell you that allegedly that meeting happened and it was very much a thing that they knew he was never going to win. And so what I think happened is they did this, he ran as president as a ploy to boost his public image. And then he started getting some traction. And he started realizing, like, oh, there might actually be something here. And then they started taking it a little more seriously. And then now we're in the situation we're in. That's what I think happened. And I think he had help from a handful of people along the way. Probably Israel and Russia being some of the main ones. For different reasons, but basically the same reason for their support, or for support to them, continued American support to them, for expected American support in the Russia-Ukraine war, and what will probably, if they had been successful with Ukraine, probably would have continued into other countries. Sorry, I know I'm not supposed to get into politics, but it is all connected. I just saw somebody say that it literally is all connected. I'm currently it's an audiobook, but I'm going through this book Chaos about Charles Manson and the CIA. It is all connected, and I do have to wrap this up because I do got to go get ready because we got plans tonight. But it is all connected, and once I had this thought the other day, and it's that once you realize that every major controversy in American politics, from Charles Manson up and through Epstein into Trump, is all connected. And like once you put that together, it all starts to make a lot more sense. And I know it sounds a lot more, it seems like it shouldn't be that simple, but it really is. It's all the CIA. Pretty much. It's like if there was one thing Trump was ever right about, it's that we should probably disband the CIA, because I've said it before, I'll say it again, I'll say it till the day I die. If this is a country that has to exist based on the predilection of child sex trafficking, I don't care to live in this country. I don't want this country to necessarily exist, because there has to be a better way. There has to be a way that we can exist, that existence is good for all people. And above that, but at the bare minimum, we gotta leave the kids alone. We can't have the most highest ups of our country doing stuff to kids. What are we doing? So yeah. Let me get through some of this chat again, and I'm going to wrap it up. The Miami Mall incident should have been day of disclosure for sure. I don't know that anything... I mean, look, hey, if you have some decent evidence from the Miami Mall incident, by all means, send it over. I've looked into the Miami Mall incident quite a bit. It seems like it was a big fight that broke out amongst, a bunch of teenagers. That's, maybe something more happened there. But there's no evidence. All the people who said they were there and saw portals opening up, they came out later and said that they were lying or were proved to be in a different city altogether. I don't. And again, I could be wrong. Like I said, if you have some decent evidence or a few decent videos or TikToks or whatever, send them my way. Tag me in them. I'm on all the platforms, so just tag me or whatever. Oh yeah, it was. Oh crap! I clicked. You cannot vote out fascism. Facts to your name. Also, yes, everything is connected. I seen something about Epstein being involved in Bitcoin and Ghislaine Maxwell's dad in our school books. Yeah, dude. So Ghislaine Maxwell's dad, I believe it was McGraw. I think that was the publishing book company that was. I talk about it a little bit in my Epstein series. I touch on it. I think. Or maybe it was in episode 3 that I do need to finish that series up, but it's a lot of work. But yes, so Maxwell's dad, Robert Maxwell, he was like a media tycoon in the UK. He ran all these tabloids, but he was also heavily involved in all the textbook manufacturers. Well, one of the textbook manufacturers, like Hill McGraw or whatever. I think that was it. I could be wrong but it was one of those. And also interesting to look into is Ghislaine Maxwell's sisters, who have both implemented spy software into I want to say ICE. I could be wrong about that. It was one of those like federal agencies though. They like use their I think it's the Promise software, and it seems like Robert Maxwell had something to do with it originally, but when he died, they kind of took over for him. And what I think is that all his daughters took over different parts of what he was doing, which what he was doing was getting blackmail on all the politicians and celebrities of the UK and anywhere else he could, and then shopping that around to MI6, the special intelligence agency in the UK, KGB of Russia, Mossad of Israel, and the CIA. So there's probably lots of blackmail out there that all 4 of them have. So yeah, that stuff goes. A really, really good book, and it's what I base most of my Epstein series on. But if you want to get really deep into how all of this worked and how Epstein got away with it, there's Whitney Webb. She does a lot of good videos too, so you could just go listen to her on a podcast or something. But she put out a book that's really dense, but it's a lot of information, and it's really, really good. It's really, if you're into this kind of stuff and you want to know how this could even be possible in a country that's supposed to be founded on the opposite of those principles, then she put out a 2-part book called the United States of Blackmail, I think, part 1 and 2, and great books. They're on Audible. Whitney Webb is fantastic. I love her. She's an incredible researcher and reporter, and she's kind of hard to listen to in podcasts, even for me, because she talks very fast and she gives a lot of information very quickly and doesn't sometimes explain like what she's talking about. She kind of just like, some of the times it seems like she expects you to know what she's talking about, and that's not always the case. But her stuff is amazing, and if you like listen and you pause and like look up stuff as she's talking, and you can start making the connections yourself, and like, but her book explains everything and like lays it all out. The whole first book is about how the CIA operates, the history of the CIA, and like how they set up blackmail in the first place and how they figured that out. And then the whole second book is like more specifically about Epstein and how he operated. So all right, let me get through these comments real quick. I'm gonna try to stop going on tangents, because I do need to wrap it up. I have plans to need to probe more people. Hey, leave me out of that one, Bob. Appreciate you, brother. CIA, FBI, Mossad, even law enforcement, ICE, etc. Yeah, they're all connected, dude. It's all one. And ultimately, dude, they're all the politicians. They're all on the same team. It's all on the team of like elites versus not elites. Like, if you make less than like $1 million a year, then you're not one of them. You know, like, and even at this point, that number's going up. So it's probably like if you make less than $5 million a year. But yeah, they're all on the same team. They all operate for the same ultimate goals, and I don't trust any of them. But why was every single cop there? I think it was just and look, again, I could be wrong, and if you guys have any good like Miami Mall incident coverage or any convincing like videos or anything, TikToks, whatever, tag me, send them over my way. But I think they thought it was a huge gang fight, and they just called too many, like everyone responded, like everyone in the area, every single cop probably responded. But I could be wrong. I don't know. Don't fall for crypto. They're going to turn it into a one world coin. Yeah, I don't trust crypto. I used to mess around with it a little bit and try to like make some money here and there. And I just, I don't know. It seems like right now it seems like they're trying to devalue the dollar and get everyone to invest in crypto, or like nobody's talking about investing in gold because gold and silver are so expensive right now. And so they're trying to get everybody to go over to crypto, and it just seems like at any moment they could pull the plug and pull the rug out from everyone on crypto. So yeah, I don't make any financial recommendations. I'm not the guy for that. I'm bad with money, and I don't have any of that. So oh dear. I wouldn't want to be one of them. They're sick mother effers. Yes, that's facts. No, you wouldn't want to be one of them. I wouldn't want to be one of them. Dang, we didn't even get to the random topic generator, but that's okay. We got next week. Yeah, I do plan to start doing these every Sunday. I'm going to wrap it up because I do got to go get ready and stuff. But hey, thank you guys for being here. I was hoping this would go well because I didn't do a thumbnail and I didn't plan this out very well, and you guys still showed up, so I appreciate you. Patty, you can't vote out fascism. My YouTube memos. Bob, you're a god. I know we had Summer in here. Who else was in here? I thought there was somebody else in here. I think there was. Bumble Queen. Yeah, I knew there was a couple other people. Hey, thank you all for being here. Appreciate you guys. I'm going to wrap it up. But I'll have a new video for you on Wednesday. And I'll be back next Sunday to do another live stream. Kind of like this. You guys can come if you want to make suggestions in the chat. Be thinking about it all week. What you want to watch. And it's perfect timing because it looks like my stream is starting to mess up. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Have a good night. I appreciate you. I love you. So until next time, stay creepy. But it's going to last a couple seconds because I have to turn on the stream.